This is a small radio, Bluetooth speaker, and trans-flash USB media player. It is the PRUNUS J-130. I was sent this to review for free. I've seen them for sale in the $20 to $30 range if you want to buy them. So they have not paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. Alright, so this is the radio unit. It comes with an AC power plug, and a little instruction manual, and the unit itself. And this is their vintage wood style radio. So it has a place where you can put a micro SD trans flash card, a USB-A port for doing MP3 players off of the media here. It has, forward, back, M, and so it has a play, pause, backwards, forwards, and an M button up here. Now it also has AM/FM radio modes, and it has a relatively long antenna here, so it should be able to pull in some decent stations with that. On the side, there's a button that selects between USB and Bluetooth, or AM and FM. So it feels like they're using an injection molding from a radio that didn't have the Bluetooth feature, because it has embedded in the injection molding the AM, FM, USB, but to the right of that it has BT for Bluetooth in black letters that are, silk screened or painted on next to the USB. So I have it pushed up to the Bluetooth side of things right now. And they have an off, charge, and volume. So there is a DC in barrel connector at 5 volts. So it has a DC in 5 volt plug here. It looks like a barrel connector. There's the AC input there. There's also the ability to put in some batteries here. It's UM1. They look like they might be D-cell sized batteries. This includes a built-in rechargeable battery. So if you plug it in with this guy, it will recharge the battery and power it, and so then you can take it off of that and take it with you and use it on a portable situation. Specifications on the back here say AM 530 to 1600 kilohertz, FM 88 to 108 megahertz. The speaker power is 3 watt, DC adapter is 5 volt DC, AC voltage is 110 volts 60 hertz. So it does not look to be a universal power here, so it looks like it's limited to 110 volts. And it says a built-in battery with 3 volts, 1.2 amp hour battery. So I've turned it on, and it's on
the Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
So it's in Bluetooth pairing mode when I flip it up to Bluetooth. We can also go to FM.
Purple display in those who can. What I'm excited to share is the book.com or playoff team.
You're not asking us. And I did the joke.
This is AM. All right, so it looks like it pulls in AM/FM stations pretty well. This AC cable is about 4 feet long, so that might be shorter than you like. When you plug it in, this little red charge light turns on, so it's charging the internal battery off of the AC cord. Alright, this guy's been plugged in overnight, probably about 16 hours now. The charge light is still red. I don't think it's ever turning green or saying, it's done charging. I think it's just saying, hey, it has power, it's charging the internal battery. Alright, I'm turning it on.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
It says Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Alright, so on the phone, the J130 shows up as a headset.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, we have a notification that the Bluetooth device has been successfully connected. It looks like I can skip forward and back with these buttons. I paused it with the play pause button. and started back up again.
To my family and the bridge guards.
And the volume control controls the volume.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, when I turned it on again, it automatically connected to the same phone. And I can play music from the phone. Alright, so I have it set to Bluetooth USB, and I'm going to put a USB thing in and turn it on.
Music.
It says music, and it's starting to play. Alright, I can play, go forward and back and pause mp3 files on this stick. I put an ogg vorbis file on the stick, but it did not play the ogg vorbis file. Alright, so if you have the stick in there and you take it out,
the Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
It switches back to Bluetooth automatically. If you put the USB in, it switches over to music and starts playing music off of this thing.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Now, unless your USB stick is short, it might interfere with the handle. So you may want to put music onto a micro SD or trans flash card, and it has a slot for that here. It looks like the picture shows it going in this way, so I'm going to try it that way. Well, that didn't feel right. No. I'm going to try turning it around the other way with the contacts to the rear of the radio. That didn't feel any better. I'm going to try with the contacts facing the front of the radio. Alright, it went in. There wasn't like a click or anything. It just set in.
Music.
And it's reading music off of it. Alright, so it's plenty loud. So it does stick out of the radio just slightly there, so you can pretty easily just pull it back out. But if you had a card in here like that, you know, the handle, you know, doesn't interfere with the handle or anything. Alright, this seems to be a pretty capable little media player slash radio. You can use it as a Bluetooth speaker. It is not stereo, it just has a single speaker here. You can use it as an AM/FM radio. It seems to pick up the reception pretty well with this antenna that folds out. You can plug in mp3 files on a USB or a trans flash card and just, you know, skip to the next song or play or pause. They have AC power here. It charges up an internal battery. If the internal battery doesn't last long enough, you can put 2 D cells in on the back. So at the price point, I'm pretty happy with the functionality here. I think the next thing to do is simply run it and see how long the internal battery can play music. So I'm going to turn it at its loudest setting and probably set it to a FM radio station and just see how long that battery goes. And I'm probably going to check on it every hour, so you're probably going to get kind of an hour, you know, it'll either last 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, because I don't really have a good way to time-lapse audio playing out of this thing to get an exact hour and minute count when it dies. Alright, I was worried I might not know when this thing turned off, but it's loud enough that I can hear it through my garage and stuff out here. So that's where it's living, and it's plenty loud. So it's plenty loud, that radio there with a 3-watt speaker. I can hear it through that wall, no problem. Alright, this guy's been going for 3 hours. I'm going to turn that off and start again tomorrow, but it runs for at least 3 hours on the internal battery. Alright, turned this guy on, played the radio at full blast. It was quite loud, and the internal battery lasted at least 5 hours. It shut down somewhere between my 5-hour and 6-hour check. So, fully charged, that internal battery will power this radio for about 5 hours. Plug it back into AC power, the red charge light turned back on.